You walk up to the microphone. The room goes completely quiet. Hundreds of eyes lock onto you, and instantly, your mouth goes dry. Your heart hammers against your ribs, and your limbs feel like lead. A silent, staring crowd triggers an ancient biological survival mechanism that has remained a constant throughout human history. Even a towering statesman like William Ewart Gladstone, one of the most powerful and commanding figures of 19th century British politics, regularly battled debilitating self-consciousness before taking the podium. If historical titans suffered from this exact same dread, the solution cannot be found in simply wishing for natural bravery. Most beginners try to fix their stage fright by obsessing over their mechanics. They agonize over where to put their hands, how their posture looks, or if their voice is shaking. Dale Carnegie argued that fixating on your internal flaws reveals an inverted shape of egotism. This conceptual model illustrates the trap. You adopt the archetype of the exhibit. Your cognitive focus is mapped entirely as a closed loop, looping strictly inward, consumed entirely by how the audience is judging you. The human brain abhors a vacuum. If you step on stage unprepared, your mind will automatically fill that empty cognitive space with self-centered fear thoughts. As long as you subconsciously view yourself as an exhibit placed on display for judgment, you guarantee your own paralysis. You cannot simply command your mind to stop obsessing over itself. You have to physically break the cycle using a strategy of distraction through concentration. When blacksmiths need to shoe a massive nervous horse, they introduce a targeted physical distraction, like twisting a rope tightly over its nose. The animal's brain becomes too occupied with that immediate, localized sensation to panic about the shoeing process. We can translate this physical trick into a cognitive rule. Look at this diagram representing the human mind. If the container is filled with a gas representing fear, you can't just order the gas to evaporate. You must actively displace it by pouring in a dense liquid, your absolute conviction in your subject matter. As this intense focus and preparation pours in, it physically forces the fear out. Preparation serves as a mechanical utility, flooding the mind's available bandwidth until fear is physically crowded out. But preparation alone has a limit. You cannot acquire confidence entirely through study, just like you cannot learn to swim by wearing a dry bathing suit around your living room. Your nervous system requires actual environmental exposure to normalize the stress response of facing a crowd. Carnegie pointed to a brutal but effective historical method for kerning a skittish horse's fear of modern machinery. You ride the animal directly alongside a massive steam locomotive. The overwhelming proximity eventually forces the nervous system to adapt. For a speaker, this means seeking out frequent, highly uncomfortable opportunities to speak. You must deliberately stand up in front of groups, trigger your panic, and sit in it. Action must unconditionally precede confidence. It is biologically impossible to think your way out of a fear that requires physical exposure to conquer. Carnegie offers one final ultimate proof of this displacement theory. Imagine you are sitting quietly in a crowded theater, and you suddenly spot a fire breaking out in the wings. Without a second thought, you would rush out onto the stage and shout urgent, life-saving directions to the crowd in the dark. In that moment, your stage fright is entirely non-existent. You are not thinking about the pitch of your voice, or whether your posture looks awkward, because the sheer urgency of the truth has eclipsed your ego. This represents the final identity shift of a successful speaker. You abandon the exhibit archetype and become the messenger. Your sole focus becomes projecting vital information outward to the audience. When the message is more important than your own pride, you naturally assume a posture of positive, magnetic leadership. Mastering public speaking means discovering a message so vital that the urge to share it overrides the fear of personal judgment.